Hey everybody, TonyScapone here on the Epic Storm Live, and tonight we are playing the Epic Storm. Haven't played the Epic Storm in a while, so super pumped. Just give me a few minutes to get the word out on Discord. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, Stormers, let's get ready for the Epic Storm. So this is one of the premier Storm combo decks, created originally, obviously, by yours truly, Bryant Cook, and this is the latest iteration with the latest deck, of course, Approach of the Second Sun. This is a card that, as you know from Bryant's video, was originally my own idea that I had put into Black Saga Storm, because Black Saga Storm was losing to Veil of Summer and the One Ring, and this is a card that beats both of those things. On Black Saga Storm, we had Ad Nauseam, so we were able to just accumulate enough resources to reasonably and consistently cast this twice. This deck, in a similar fashion, can do it with Song of Creation, so I do like that a lot. We're utilizing Surveil lands, which is very good. They're powerful cards. They make a lot of sense, especially with the echoes. I like there's a lot of power. It's fast. However, it's still resilient. Very good against blue decks. In classic Epic Storm fashion, if you play well and really master this deck, you can absolutely take down an event with it. You'll notice we no longer have Peer in the sideboard. My gut reaction was a surprise, and then realizing, of course, we have Beseech in the sideboard now, so anytime you're going to have enough mana and resources to leverage Peer, Beseech is going to do the same thing for you. So that's pretty sweet. I do love having Echo in the main, and then, of course, one of the more recent innovations is actually playing Force of Will out of the sideboard, which is awesome. So this deck really covers a ton of bases. Probably the only downside is how difficult it can be to pilot. So I would recommend that if you played this deck, if you struggled with it, play it some more, because you'll win some more. But that's about it for the deck tech. I mean, if you're here, you probably already know the deck. In fact, there's a good chance you know it even better than me. I usually spend most of my time creating all sorts of different things, so I don't get to pilot the Epic Storm very often. So don't kill me if I fumble some of the lines. But before we get going, of course, I do want to thank our sponsors, KMC, Card Hoarder, and I always forget one of them. So at the Moxfield, of course. And I do want to mention I have my own YouTube, Twitch, just started a podcast. Well, at this point, I should stop saying just started, because we're 7 episodes in. Brews of Paradise. You can find that on any major podcast platform. But for myself and my other, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, it's all TonyScapone, one word. So go check it all out. Well, let's just jump into a match, huh? Let's see you in round 1.
Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game.
Hey, what's up, Mike? We got Michael Reed in the chat here. Okay, so I feel like I should. The card's a little smaller. You can see the hand. Okay, there we go. Maybe too small. All right. Immediately got paired, so that's nice. We're against Katie Cat. We are on the draw. We don't have triple black. I'm inclined to keep this, though. I think there's a good chance we could pull something off on the first turn. Uh-oh. That is not what you want to see on the draw with a bunch of zeros in your hand. Please just be a creature threat. Okay. They're plotting. OB's like, well, I'm going to get you next turn. All right. Okay with that. Ooh, maybe we don't have to give them a next turn. Well, not quite, huh? So I think I just want to imprint. It's risky. I could imprint one of the Beseeches, play LED, play Opal, and then Brainstorm. Already with the tough decisions. That leaves us open to still be pondering if we absolutely have to. We're still going to have a black source, so if we find like a dark ritual, we should be able to just imprint a remaining card and then Beseech. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The other option is just imprinting Ponder and Brainstorming, or imprinting Brainstorm and Pondering, but that's... I feel like both of those plays are cowardly and incorrect. You would probably imprint... I think it's a little bit cowardly. All it takes is a dark ritual here, and we have a Beseech win, right? It's also good. Okay. So I think I'm interested in imprinting Relay because I don't want to redraw it. So I'm going to put back Beseech, Ponder, imprint Relay. We're only going to have one black post echo, but I think that's... Oh, no, we'll have two LEDs. Jeez, this is bonkers. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't want to click anything because I just clicked and maybe it's Moto? No. Okay. Oof. That's the worst. When you think it hasn't clicked yet and then you click some more and then it did actually click and now you've clicked on something else. Classic Moto. All right, we have black and a red, right? So we need to make blue for this. And then I think I want additional black. We're not going to need green. So I definitely want to leave myself with some blue, but I want triple black for Beseech. I'll leave one blue. It would seem as though, yes, that they're on mono red Stompy. All right, we have some Ponders. We also have a front side echo if we want it. I think I want a Ponder, though. We have 2 looks to find Beseech, although we have Gaia's Will in our hand. That doesn't matter, because Storm is wicked high. I feel like my mouse... Sorry, my mouse is being a little bit wonky. Let me just move it onto the pad here. I'm going to shuffle this. All right, I'm going to Ponder again. Again, just looking for Beseech here. There's 3 in the deck. There are other cards that win as well. I could keep a Brainstorm. I might do like Brainstorm Echo shenanigans here. Shuffling seems bad. Yeah, let's... I'm going to cast the Brainstorm. We're going to wind up echoing again, unless we hit something better. Is possible. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have no Grapeshot. We don't have 6 mana to Tendrils. We can just make... No, we can't. Can't make Goblins either. I think we'll have to go with the Echo line. We could relay for a bajillion, but that's super risky. Let's put Will, Echo, imprint this Brainstorm, play District, spin the Echo. I want a black and a red, right? Seems fine. I'm not setting up for next turn. Playing against Mono Red Prison, and we just gave them 7 fresh cards, and they already have 3 mana. This is my kind of Magic. I am enjoying this. So, I'm not sure it's particularly helpful to ponder here. Like, if it hits Dark Ritual or LED, it goes up mana. But I think 3 mana post Echo is fine. This is our last Echo. Wait. No, we don't have Grapeshot. And if Ponder hits Burning Wish, we're still 1 short. We could Echo from on the side, but I'd rather just have the extra mana. And try to hit it here. I mean, closer and closer. God, every single one of these is a puzzle. I think we ponder first. 3, 4. Yep. Multiple Dark Writs. I think we shuffle this. Can we just get a Burning Wish? Or even a Tendrils at this point, right? I don't even have to... There's no reason to crack LED. I mean, I guess we're relaying for 1 million. Okay. We gave ourselves so many chances to find a tutor. Like, that was outrageous. I'm outraged. To play the cantrips that I drew that wouldn't allow me enough mana to actually do anything, though. You know, I guess like a Ponder Shuffle and then a Ponder... Maybe that's correct. Well, they did some plotting. What now? Don't care about that. That. We don't beat that, right? Burning Wish doesn't beat that. Maybe. Oh, they're at 14? So each LED is mana neutral. We have 3, 6, 9, 9, 9, 8, 7, 5. I think we're 1 mana short. Oh, yeah, we're getting chaliced. You have to veil first. Yeah, we don't really have enough. Empty do anything for us? Alright, so we have to start with veil. And we just go LED, cast LED. LED, cast LED. I don't think we have enough for this. Oh, wait, no. Dark Ritual is mana neutral too. I don't know why I was saying we go down a mana when we Dark Ritual. We do not. You do go down 2 when you cast a 0 drop though. 3, 6, 4. Oh, I think we have exactly enough. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I was counting that incorrectly and decided to just cast my spells. In my head, Dark Ritual was going down a mana into Trinisphere for some reason, but it does not. So they are, in fact, dead. Easy. Easy. Okay. So, I know we're playing these. And these. And these. No, we're not playing these. Probably aren't playing these. But maybe we play some number of them. Let me check. Let's just have the sideboard guide so I don't have to think about this. On Blue Prison. Moon Stompy. 3 relays out. 4 veils out. 1 Mox Opal out. Look at me. 4 force, 2 and 2. Easy peasy. That'll be a fun little game. Board how I think. Look at the sideboard. See if it's the same. I mean, most of it's the same. With Burning Wish decks like this, it's like you have a big package, Burning Wish package, and then you have some removal, and then something else that's going on. The something else is force. So it's like you're either bringing in some combination of these or not. All right, let's 3, 4, 16, 17, 18 blue cards. It's not terrible. they chaliced on 1 instead of 0. Yeah, that may have been better. I don't think this quite does it. Really, we want like a force and some good stuff to go with it. That's exactly what this is. All right then. Let's see, what do you got? It's pretty good. At least we know they don't plan on doing anything else. Get out of here. And they dropped a city for that. Now their mana might be super awkward. That's a good draw. We can beseech. But we only have 3 mana on the backside of beseech. I need to... So... Wait, this is the other account, sorry. Sorry. Oh, we can song. Is it a song pass? The song pass situation, right? You'll land. Pedal, we have to use pedal to ritual. Then you have to play out. I mean, that's the play, right? You just wait around. Hope they don't have anything. Hope we draw castable. We want blue-black as a land. Why does every circumstance have to be a puzzle with this deck? That's always how I feel with it. I mean, it's either that or wait, right? I wonder if bringing in empty is good. You could just wait. Feels very similar to what we're doing now. That maybe on average just better results next turn. Yeah, because even just being able to get back a land, I think we had lethal next turn if we had waited. Either way, if they have something, we're in trouble. But I'm not thinking that this was better. I don't even play blue-black shadow control anymore. I got that deck in paper. I like it. It's pretty good when I play. Not really. It's all Rescaminator. Yeah, I like empty because you often get in scrappy circumstances where you can't like do the full thing, and you can just throw some goblins out there. Okay, they have no more lock pieces, so that's good. Granted, that would have only been what, 8 tokens? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it would have been 10. All right. Well, we get some selection. Even if it hits echo, we can't actually echo, so I'm just gonna pass. Good thing we have surveil lands. I mean, we've got a really good chance if they don't play any sort of lock piece here. Sweet. Not like just barely lethal or something, is it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 5 is 14. Our fetch is 15. We'll still be at 2. I mean, you might as well throw a token at least, right? We have Underground Sea, so we can get Commercial District. Yup. Any castable, let's go. Let's go, baby. Yeah. I think we're pretty much in. It's not even terrible. We can find a blue source that helps. It's attendees. And we got a blue source with chain. Please. Get out of here. Get out of here, prison. That's right. We got another land drop. That's sweet. 2 land drops. Let's go Brainstorm. Just, like, doesn't even matter at this point. Sure, I'll just redraw them, I guess. Fetch for the funsies. Okay. Looking pretty dead to me. Whatever, I don't care. Don't care. Do we even have a force in case they have trap? Are you technically... I mean... I guess you're supposed to go... and get another force. If you can. You might as well. Wait, can you guys see the last card? Can't really, right? Come on, force. Where are you at? Where are you at? I think I even shuffled one earlier. Just gonna make sure I don't deck myself. Getting close. All right, there it is. Now I feel safe. I didn't feel safe before. We had to find it there, too, because otherwise we would wind up decking ourselves with the second Force of Will. They said I had the ring in my hand, forgot about the Veil workaround. Well, we would have had that beat, too. We would have wound up... I wish they'd played it. Or wait. No, that was from last game, I guess. I don't know. Well, we got there 2-0, so we are 1-0. I'll see you in round 2.
Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks.
Oops. All right. Round 2 against J-Rock 9680. Record box. 1-0, baby. Move this back. I don't hate it. It has problems, but it's good against blue. And if it's non-blue, it still has a chance to be alright. If this were a ponder, I don't think I would keep it. Or maybe I would. Probably not, though. Opponent has mulligan to 5. Yeah. The game where we force-willed the Trinisphere? Or the game where it was in play alongside a Chalice on 0? We did Tendrils them. With both of those cards in play. Alright. They've kept on 5. It is blue. This hand is probably pretty decent. They said, good luck, Tony. You too. Ooh. Alright. I think I'm fine with just surveilling. We're going to have Bayou and Undercity Sewers, so we'll be missing red. But that's probably fine. Trying to find Veil of Summer. The game of Chalice on 0 and Trinisphere? Yeah. If you had listened to my explanation of why we had just missed it in terms of mana, it was an incorrect path of logic, because for whatever reason I was counting Dark Ritual as going down a mana, but Dark Ritual is even on mana with Trinisphere. So we had Xaxes. They said they had the One Ring in hand, and they should have played that. They forgot about the Veil workaround. Although then they wouldn't have been able to play Trinisphere. We would have beaten the One Ring easily with Approach, which would have been sweet. I'm kind of bummed out they didn't do that. Let's get Undercity Sewers. Ponder. I'm going to keep the Ponder. Brainstorm. Brainstorm while the brainstorming is good. Get rid of Gaea as well. They just threaten double echo right now. They're on 4 cards. I don't really want to walk into like Narset or Bowmasters or anything, so I think we're just going. I think I can bottom Bayou. Need another black source, so I guess I'll get Bayou. And I went for the fetch instead of just getting the Bayou, because in the event that they do stop us, I don't want those cards. That one snapped resolved. Hey, Tony, do you have a conviction on what is your preferred storm build? I ask this because I only remember to watch you here and you play everything. Well, I build a lot of things too. First and foremost, I'd consider myself a creator more than like champion or player or specialist. Okay, so I want red. Would be nice to have green. And I need multiple blue. And I guess if they double force, I'm gonna be. No, I'm going in. If they double force, we lose anyways. And if they don't have any forces, I don't want LED on the table. I want it in my deck, and I want the mana. Basic island, basic island. Oh, they had nothing. Always good. Is this high tide? Might be high tide. Just an outrageous amount of mana here. We're just in there. I guess Thoughtseize into Beseech is better than going for Tendrils and then not having mana for Beseech. Probably just scoop to this. Force pitching Fluster. So it is high tide. Honestly, they probably have this Beseech beat. Huh. Are odds better that they have Beseech beat? Or that they kill us if we relay? Could also be both. Oh yeah, they play a lot of Fluster. Which obviously has an impact against relay, but even more so against Beseech. The fact that they pitched a Fluster tells me they probably have another one. It's either that or they're severely low on blue cards and they wanted to put Fluster in our head so that we didn't cast the Storm spell. Well, who would have thought one more mana would have been really good? I mean, this is still good for us. Do I want Beseech and my LED? Or do I want 3 cards? Is LED and Beseech worth 3 cards? Yes. I'm going to pay for 3. And thanks to the nightmare that this is, it's going to take something to figure out which 3. Okay, starting from the top, we got... Oh, randomly did 2 in a row. So do not pay for the 4th. Second and third. Let's see if those light up anymore. No. I can pay for the first 2. I'm going to do that. Card is a nightmare. I'm not paying for that one. One fizzles. Alright, 4 down. Oop. Alright, I can pay for the next one. And then the rest, I'll let them go. Since they did target one twice, I think we get a freebie as well. I think they screwed up. Yeah, we get one free one. Dark Writ, LED, Ponder, Echo. Okay. They're pretty good. Really want to Veil. There's no way they don't have a second fluster if they pitched one. I mean, there is. And with a bunch of lands. Outrageously unlikely, but possible. Interesting. All right, we have 3, 4, 7, 9, 12. 6, 9. Technically 13. Technically we have enough for front and backside Echo and Beseech. You'd have to Beseech first. I'm gonna Ponder, put an extra card in my hand before I Brainstorm. I don't hate Dark Ritual, but I really just want to find Veil of Summer. Oh, jackpot. How's it going over there, OP? Oh. Veil resolved. Get him with the tendies. The exact 10 Ds. Sorry, a little annoying having this covered a bit from this by the sideboard. Okay. We definitely want Force. If I had to guess, we're cutting 3 Relay and an Opal. Let's see. I don't necessarily hate Relay in this matchup, though. Let's see. What's the sideboard guide say? Combo High Tide. 3 Relay. 1 Opal. Boom. I said, I don't think my deck is on the sideboard guide. LOL. Be surprised. Okay. It's a heater. There's no protection. 10 of D's. Leyline of Sanctity. That's another one that approach beats. I mean, my guess is they're not actually on high tide at this point, considering they just said that, and now we're seeing an archive. I mean, you could just go for it and assume that they kept a hand on the strength of Leyline. We don't even have to like crack our LED to go for it. And then next turn, we can Burning Wish. The problem is we don't have an untapped red source, right? Or yeah, we do. We have Volk. But then we don't have a black source. Like an imprint Beseech. I'm going for Song. No, we have Echoes now. I was going to say, the problem is if Song gets countered, it's gone, but it's not true anymore about this deck. As it plays, well, it never quite was. There's always Echo in the sideboard, but even more so now. Especially with Burning Wish already in our hand. We do have to bargain, however. No, I didn't mean to play that. Oh, what an idiot. I hate when I do that. We make a different play now. I think it's supposed to Echo now. Guy is well into Song. That's true. It's a bit more all in, but yeah, at this point, it would be best to just go all in. I'm in. Let's do it. I guess I don't have to crack LED just yet. It might be kind enough to counter it here. Alright, we get guys. Well, now we can hold priority. Wow. The quickest way. Crit, Chromox, Beseech. No. LED. LED, Chromox, Beseech. Because I can get blue. Then I want a black for Dark Ritual. Brainstorm probably better. Or I can get red for Burning Wish. This fucking deck, man. Let's go red so I can get a a color with LED. LED will be my song spell. We're going to do it, guys. We're going to approach. It's happening. It's happening. We also have a land. Now that song is in play, that's awesome. Forgetting about that. I guess I'm not going to yield. Could get weird. I don't really want to get rid of that Tendrils, although... Or no. It's Leyline, so it doesn't matter. Echo's awkward now. Now that Will is active. So... honestly, I think I just want to ditch these. Cast the Brainstorm. Draw 3. Okay. Fetch. Alright, I don't have an untapped red. So I'll get green so I can cast Veil if I draw it. Ponder's helpful. LED. Veil resolves, so they do indeed have nothing. We like that. Let's I'm gonna shuffle this. I'm gonna go LED. Almost time to approach. Brainstorm. Turn off auto yields and go Burning Wish. Writ. 3, 6, 7, 8. Enough to approach. They get dicey. Not necessarily because we're drawing cards. This is tougher to do than it looks. We're getting black mana. Those aren't great. How many Burning Wish left in the deck? There's still 2. Maybe I'll Thoughtseize and just go further. As we kind of whiffed on stuff, huh? Yeah, we gotta get further in. Yikes. No green. This is getting weird. Getting weird. Okay. We have 11 cards. Thanks, Chad. All right. Mana. That's 7, right? 4, 5, 6. So we have enough. They asked if it's going to be on YouTube. I said it's on YouTube Live right now. Or wait, you have to beseech. You gotta beseech away the song, huh? I fucked up. Did we already know we didn't have enough beseeches? Probably. Didn't we imprint one? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, you got a Burning Wish again for the. I mean, the Burning Wishes were way down here, man. Yikes. Yeah, I should have done it. Well, I can't. We just drew them. That's the first time I've tried to approach with song. Can we cast it next turn? No, and then we deck ourselves. No matter what, you deck yourself once you're down that far. Oh. I'd have to really think about it to figure out the better way to. Maybe we'll work it out next time. That's why I was trying to cast it earlier, but we drew into a bunch of lands. Just explaining it to my opponent. Okay, we just play. I'm gonna play a couple Beseech you. Maybe just like one. If we go off like that, we can just eventually find it. From a Mox Opal. Crack LED before draw. No, but then I have to cast it. I had 2 cards left in the deck. Like if I no, and the the burning wishes were the third and fourth, and then song was at the end, or approach was at the end. If I had found burning wish earlier, I could have, although I don't think it was on my radar. I think I was basically forgetting to do that. Could also just do empty stuff at some point, right? Beseech, we have a ritual. I'll take these, and then this ponder is hopefully going to find a fetch land. This is a little bit awkward because I would have liked to have found a land and then just brainstorm first here, but this is good. We get commercial district. Second Son is cool, but guys plus songs probably doesn't cast it 2 times. Need to only song. Why? Because you can't echo to bail yourself out? Four minutes on clock, yeah, I know. That was a long line. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Well, a little awkward. I like to brainstorm, be able to dark ritual, but I do like that I have green to protect my veil. I mean, my brainstorm. That's really good too. Oh, shit. All right, Tendrils out of here. Echo out of here. Start casting. We're gonna song, but we're just gonna wind up besieging this thing. They have Leyline, Force, and Fluster. What are they doing? Well, you just missed. I kind of blew an approach line. We were in the same circumstance. We had to Gaia's Will for song to do it, and our other two Burning Wish were card 4 and 3, and approach being at the bottom of the deck. So I couldn't Beseech away. I had no more Beseeches in the deck. We had to Burning Wish for Beseech to get rid of the song, and they were too close to the end of the deck. All right, you did it. Are you happy? Now we get fresh ones. Don't be a jerk. Let's not. I thought it was High Tide, but then they said, I don't think my deck is on the sideboard guide, LOL. And it's pretty clear to me that that is true. Probably should have just passed in Undercity Sewers, but there's not much time here. Or Wasteland sucks. You probably had enough to go for it there, but I don't have time to count it. I'm going to end step this Beseech you and then go. That's annoying. At this point, we probably should, huh? A minute and a half. Supposed to fetch that. I don't care. Get by you. They're just going to die to Tendrils. Hey. Got him. Sweet, sweet redemption. Jeez. Well, it's a good thing we had that Beseiju from our Echo. They had crazy hands. Crazy. Wait. Moto is lagging. I'm gonna restart Moto. We'll be right back after this word about Card Hoarder.
With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist.
Sorry. Honorog pace. Yeah, I mean, I don't play the Epic Storm. You can probably count on my fingers how many times I've played it. It is usually touted as the most difficult to pilot. The problem is every scenario creates way too many options. Between the fetches, the tutors from both your main deck and sideboard, and cantrips, and 4 colors. You have 100 fingers. No, I mean, yeah, I've played it more than 10 times, but this version, I don't think I've ever played it. I've never played a version with Force of Will. I never played a version with multiple echoes. The Tiger's hat, I don't really, it's a baseball team, right? I don't really watch baseball. It is a hat that I stole from my friend because he stole my hat. Or he lost my hat. I forgot my hat at his house. This was like, I don't know, 16 years ago or something. I forgot it. He found it. He's like, yep. And then when I went to get it, next time I was over there, lost it. So I was like, all right, I'll take yours. I like the hat. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look and see like how I could have songed better. It's tough when you have an active guy as well, because you can't bail yourself out with Echo at all. Oh yeah, Approach makes a 5 color. You're gonna be on Goldfish as Wooberg? Yeah. And we had already used the 3 Beseeches. It's a very unique scenario. You must admit. Uniquely difficult. Ooh, let me change the record box. Pretty slow, but we're on the play. Brainstorm fixes everything. Prevail lands fix everything. Back-to-back 5-0s, baby. Yeah, I just 5-0'd with a Dono deck on Twitch earlier today. It's a DRC. Aw. Excuse me. Yeah, I guess we bottom it. I mean, you could keep it so you can shuffle it back with Brainstorm, but it's probably not going to be a scenario here where we need it anyways. Hopefully. I guess in before Bowmasters. I don't want 2 Burning Wish. Not even sure I want this Beseech. Yeah, I do. I guess I can get rid of Mox Opal, but we need an artifact. I guess it's Relay, but I feel like that's the best thing to be doing in this spot. I'll just get rid of the other Burning Wish, actually. And then my plan is to Surveil. We really need, we can just draw the Burning Wish, but I don't think I want Burning Wishes right now. Soul Guide, okay. Well, that makes losing Song worse. Oh, they leave it there for us, that's good. Microwaved fish. I just realized for any YouTube viewers after this, they don't see chat. They just see me say it with confirmation, microwaved fish. Bryant says Delver players smell bad like microwaved fish. It's a fact, actually. Someone else is confirming it. Scientific fact. You heard it here. It's a good thing we're on Moto. Fish smells bad enough. Do you have to microwave it? Brainstorm, huh? I don't hate that. Really like to find a Chrome Mox. Can we please? Rituals wouldn't be bad either. Also not terrible. They have 5 cards. I don't think we need to really do much, though. I'm still interested in chilling to some degree. Don't need 2 relays. In fact, at this point, I think I just want to get rid of Beseech. Not really the best with Soul Guide in play. Song is already gone. I think we're going to relay next turn and then kill them the following turn. My plan, at least. I'm actually going to save this Ponder for Storm for relay. Hope it replaces itself with mana. Get a nice relay going. Ryan says, I'd get rid of a Beseech and a relay. Yeah, we're on the same page. Like, there were powerful things we could have just done there, but there's no reason to. We're at 17. They are bolting. Turning the heat up. It is possible relay winds up too slow. Can I turn the heat up on the microwaved fish? No, please, no. I hate seafood. Okay, heat is up. The heat is on. Okay. Well, I guess we're going now. It's a good thing we have this Echo. What do I want? I don't think it really matters. Probably going to start with Ponder anyways. Because it will likely go up on mana. If it doesn't, that is a bummer. That's a bummer. Okay. Well, we're going. Might as well not lose life. I mean, we're technically not dead if we have to pass, but we're probably dead if we have to pass. Days. I think I'm supposed to pay. I think it's more important that my spells are uncounterable next turn. Or I mean, on this wheel. Obnoxious we didn't find Metalcraft. Well done. I mean, this is going to be a crack your LED Ponder situation. Like this. You know? Ridiculous stuff like this. So we're imprinting a green card. We're dark ridding. We're pondering. We're only going to have access to one color. We can Veil Cycle for an extra look. Oh, yeah, you're right. Right. What are we cracking for? Red? It's gotta be red, right? Red wins. We already have black. Black wins. LED's not terrible. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. Relay's not going to get there. The shuffle. Bummer. Bummer. That's a Boltzky. Wow. They had a very, like, we were definitely way ahead, right? That game was basically progressing how you want it to. And then they had Bolt, which they decided to fire off, and Soul Guide, which, you know, is a The plan is just not usually what you're up against them. But thanks to Scaminator being everywhere, they have they've got Soul Guide now. So we don't bring any Beseech you, right? Do you bring in one? You get to play more lands. You can hit like a counterbalance. Do you like it more than anything else here? I'm gonna assume no. Too helpful for Beseech you? Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, it hits the annoying things, and then they're just land drops. I'm loving that song. You ponder here, or do you surveil? I think I want to surveil. And it'll be awkward if they go Wasteland Pass, but then I guess we just untap and cast Ponder or Brainstorm. Delverino. Sure. Gonna Brainstorm. Snap resolves. Yeah. You could keep this, but you're brainstorming into junk. Good. Bryant is proud of the decisions. Immediate flip Delver. Considerable aggression, more so than usual, as far as like how much time you usually have against Delver. Certainly even more concerning post-board. We're gonna have to relay here. Woo. We can ponder even. Probably want to make sure these resolve first. If ponder finds Veil, then we can do that instead. If they get weird and counter one of these, that's fine too. You get extra weird and counter Opal, that's also fine. Come on, Veil. Yeah. Daze makes it awkward. They daze it, you just go, or you just relay here. Walks into Meltdown, though. It's not even a huge relay. Really? It's hitting another relay. Okay. In the LED, which is nice. It was still nice to find Veil. Didn't shuffle. Go land. LED. Or brainstorm. Or 19. This one can get Thoughtseize. Or rather, you can even still hide information, right? Worst case, we relay for 1 million. Pierce makes that awkward. This was the downside of casting this from exile. Specifically Pierce or Fluster, I guess. It's whatever, fine. You got it. Are you dead, though? Are you dead, though? Sweet. Run it back. Thanks for the storm count that we didn't even necessarily need. Just to make it 10. A little dicey. I like hands with more lands, but I don't think you're allowed to throw this back. And in a cantrip on the draw. You've shown us Spell Pierce. Still think I'm just supposed to surveil. Again, it's super awkward how good it would be if they just played a Wasteland. I feel like there's very few players who would, like, have that read, though. Plus, there's only some circumstances in which that would even be good. Oh boy. Oh, hey, hey, beautiful. They're gonna hit themselves with it. Awesome. Hey, well, I mean, sure. You want to get it? I don't like it. I feel like this is kind of cowardly. Oh, okay. Huh. Feel better about it now. You'd rather have the lands? Could have kept Echo, but I think Burning Wish may very well wind up just going for Thoughtseize. Get Wastelanded, get Commercial District, I suppose. No, then we don't have black. This has to get Bayou. Oh, no, we have Underground Sea. Then get Commercial District, Underground Sea. That's fine. Come on. We have a Burning Wish on top. I feel like we have to fetch into this. I don't want to burn. Well, we can do Beseech stuff if we just keep the lands. Yeah. That doesn't seem good enough. We get hit. That's good with Gaea as well, right? They have 3 cards. I think we beat one piece of interaction, right? We have 2, 4, 5, 4 post Veil, none post Beseech, but Veil resolves. Beseech means none post Beseech, but then Petal is 1, 3, Chromox is 4. Is it imprints Burning Wish? And then we re-Beseech for Tendrils. That's got to be 10 spells, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's 9. Right? Petal Writ Beseech is 3. Replay Chromux Petal, so 4, 5, 6. Beseech is 7. I'm sorry, the guy as well that we would have cast was 8. And then that Beseech gets Tendrils for 9. And if they do interact, then we can't actually go for that. You can just song. You can Gaea as well into song. They counter, just pass. If they don't counter, though. That's what we're trying to... If they don't counter, do we actually have a play? We don't have a spell post song. We don't have empty in our main. I feel like there's scenarios where this card would be great in the main deck. I don't think it's exactly 10. 1, 2, 3. Gaea as well as 4. Then 5. Or wait, if we go Gaea as well into song, we do, because we have another land drop, which can cast Brainstorm. Okay. Oh, they cast a spell. Okay. You count 10? Oh, was I not? Maybe I wasn't counting Veil. Well, they cast the Brainstorm anyways, so if they don't do anything here, then they're super dead. If they do, they're probably also dead unless they also have a Daze. Now it's well over 10. I should have just cast the Ritual. I should not have played around Daze with the Ritual. Should have gotten Bayou. But it doesn't matter, because we're not going for the song line anyways. They had it. I mean, do you just pass there? Lets them draw another card. Could just get wastelanded. Like, I don't think you pass there. We don't have a red source, do we? Oh, we do. You're saying there's a chance. Wish for a Thoughtseize next turn? Absolutely not. Let them draw card number 2. Thoughtseize them. Lose 2 more life. Like, you're gonna die if you do that. And we're dead. Oof. Close match. Definitely close match. I could see passing, but it just, like, what are the odds of it actually getting better? Reasonable, but they have a lot of draws that make it not better to pass. And you literally only lose to Daze. That's it. They're dead on the spot if they don't have Daze. Otherwise, you're letting them draw into a cantrip into Wasteland, a blue card for the force that's stranded in their hand, or a force to go with the blue card in their hand. I think we were supposed to go for it, and they just had it. It happens. It's all right. We're 2-1. See you in round 4.
The best legacy podcast? That would be Eternal Glory, featuring myself, Bryant Cook, alongside Brian Koval and Phil Gallagher. We're available on all major podcast platforms and YouTube.
You had a fetch, you didn't lose to waste. Yep. Yeah, you're right, because we wouldn't have had... It would have just been a fetch and play. Can we even play around days? At that point? Yeah, I guess we could have. Not expecting Delver to have days seems wrong. I mean, when they have one card left, and they've already cast one. Okay. BCS, aka Bailey, local streamer. Good dude. Plays a wide variety of decks. I don't like Gaia's Will in my hand. I do like that I'm on the play of lands and I have a Ponder. I'm not in love with this. I know we can do better, but I'm going to keep it. I don't even necessarily know exactly what I want, so I'm also just going to pass. Maybe you hold up a blue fetch instead. It's more threatening. Oh, hello. Plus, then we lose all of our storm. I'd have to go through and look. We'd probably still have enough to get them. All right, so they didn't fetch for this. There is a scrub land in Esper Scam, but it's most likely just black-white. I want to hold up my Veil. Do I want a cantrip now that I know that? Probably not. Still don't know quite what I'm looking for. I guess, like, most of all, I'd like to find a Brainstorm. So I'm going to get my Surveil on. I feel pretty good about this Veil of Summer. Whoops. Uh-oh. And we drew the Brainstorm we wanted. Hey, look on the bright side. You don't lose 2 life. Opal. Don't hate it. Don't love it. Don't love this either, but happy to get rid of this guy as well. I guess I can relay, but then I don't get to shuffle. Ponder hits. Yeesh. Good thing we're shuffling that. What if Ponder hits? What if, I mean, it would be crazy, but you'd imprint Echo, Ponder. If it hits Chromox or Petal, you get to relay. And dodge more discard. I don't think it's worth it. But if it hit, it would be gnarly. LED's good too. No, it's not. Well, yeah, it is. LED Petal, Chromox. Dark Ritual, no, doesn't do it. Yeah. If we miss, it's really bad, but I think just passing here is really bad. Failed PTSD, well, they already proved that's not the case. Making the play. Oh, baby. Just completely ignore discard. New blocker. I don't know. A ponder with what, 3, 7, 11 hits? That's got to be like 60%, right? Maybe 55. They just had the third Thoughtseize. Fast control. Are you dead though? Think you're dead. This is Beseech stuff, right? They don't have anything to interact with it. Just tutor chain. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 4, and they only have 4 cards, so they couldn't like double Solitude. Beseech changes wins, right? Black white, this is not cool though. You could look at the thing or you could just tell me. I don't think you change anything, right? They do have wastelands. Do you want Beseijus instead of opals? They have so much crap. Do you have to play Force? They play like a bunch of like null rods and stuff. Maybe they've eased off. Though I know when this deck first came out, it was just a bunch of Mindbreak traps and null rods and Leyline of the Voids. How have you been dealing with this, Bryant? Side out Veil, certainly on the draw, right? You take a Relays and an Opal out. The only problem I have with this is Force of Will and Chrome Mox fight each other, which, for how this deck operates and these purposes, and this might just be like, this is the position you're in considering what they're doing, but in addition to that, we also might mulligan and they have discard. So it's like between mulligan, Chrome Mox, Force of Will, and getting discarded. But again, that's just kind of their thing. I think we keep this. Like, I think if it didn't have Gaea as well, I wouldn't. Is the funny part. You can't stop me. I'm keeping this. This is wacky. There's no way they take Gaea as well, right? Yeah, it's just constantly in the opener. I don't think it is a mulligan. I really don't. So, if your hand is like at all functional against the deck that is going to be discarding you at least once on turn 1, probably twice, maybe even 3 times, thanks to getting scammed and rituals, you pretty much can't mulligan. Like, obviously, there's hands that you're going to mulligan, but the bar for mulliganing gets pretty outrageous. And still, the most awkward, but funny enough, strongest part of our hand is still intact. Just putting Gaia's Will on suspend. Do I even want to do it yet? Yeah, we got Brainstorm, Beseech. Yeah. I think I'm going to put Beseiju out there. I understand we have a better land, but they do have Wastelands. And I want to spend green right now anyways. Oh boy. Comes the Bronco. Giddy up. Ooh. Showing Wasteland. Oh, and they just get you with the discard and pest control. So you can't even play stuff out. You don't know this card? It's a better Dark Confidant. It triggers when they attack with a Dark Confidant effect. And then you can saddle it. Which saddle is like crew, except on your creature. And then it gets the saddle effect. And the saddle effect is that now we get hit in the amount of the CMC of the card that they draw. It's nuts. We got hit for 2 there, and they draw a Voidwalker. I guess I should have fetched in response to this Voidwalker. 100%. But I was talking. It's all your fault, chat. All your fault. Here comes the Echo. Nope. I don't even think we're going to make it to this Gaia's Will at this rate, huh? This has got to go. Brainstorm? Do I Beseiju their Wasteland? They get the Surveil too. I feel like one of our only chances is just actually drawing Brainstorm. Obviously, it feels really bad, and we're operating on extremely slim margins here, but it's an out. Saddle up. Yeehaw. Marsh Flats, get wrecked. Maybe I should have played out that LED. Oh, come on, man. Give me a break. 3, 6, 7, 8. We're dead. Bummer. So not only were we drawing the Brainstorm, but obviously you want the blue for this Brainstorm too. When the Gaia's Will may have popped off. So do you go back to Veil in the play? think you do, right? Over forest, that makes sense. Really, we just want a super fast hand. Like, just give me an echo hand, would you? Yep. I mean, I'm not going for it. In other words, I'm going for it. Don't know what that card is. I'm not going to play around it. I guess I'll play LED third. If they want to trap that, it's better than them trapping Echo. You want red, right? Or do you want blue for cantrips? Red for Burning Wish at this point because Storm count's higher. You know? You know? But we haven't seen it. We still have Wishing to Seize. Oh, well, it happens. We're 2-2. See you in the final round, fighting for that positive record.
You're still watching. Make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us.
So, you could play around trap there. You can just go LED Echo and give them a random hand. The thing is, I'm pretty sure they're playing 4 traps. So then you probably just wheel them into a trap. Plus, then you have to wheel into a hand, like a good one. Oh, this isn't good enough, right? If it had a cantrip, maybe. Dude, would you get out of my hand? All day with this. There's no chill with this one. And Tendrils. We have a Surveil. We have an Echo this time. We have Veil. I mean, I don't like it. I do not like it. But it has a number of the components that we typically need. It's not just like all mana. Like it has land, mana, protection, and action. It does have those things. It just needs LED, basically. Cantrip can help. We've got selection. Copium. We're fine. They had a mulligan. I think they had mulliganed once. I forget, though. Okay. Our opponent seems to be AFK. They're back. They are back. Delta. All right, there's our cantrip. So worst case, they discard us, we veil, they daze. Now, you could plan for that and Chromox and imprint something, but seems like an overreaction to something that is just potentially terrible. They're also pretty unlikely to have discard if they don't discard in turn 1. Beans, huh? I've been waiting for this one. Don't have access to green. Don't hate Ponder. Don't love it either. I'd rather not have to deal with Bowmasters here. Not that Ponder necessarily means that we have to. Okay. Now we could wait. Waiting means we get to Ritual and Veil. Good imprint song. Let me do this. I'm gonna imprint the song. I'm gonna Veil. They're probably gonna counter it. They'll pass. If they don't counter it, well, oh, they're just F6'd. And we can make our decision there, is what they said. Fan of your videos, mate. Like, here's a gift. I'll F6 for you. It's so much better next turn, but let's go. There's also the fact that they've shown they don't have force, and now we're potentially willing them into it. But this is a protected Echo, okay? It's a kill, right? Yeah. Don't endurance me. Don't do it! Don't do it. And you're dead. I said thanks with a smiley face as I killed them. They said shit right after I complimented you. Okay. What? The Sage was in, 2 opals out? Main deck Mindbreak Trap. Bug Beans. Sounds about right to me. I'm going. Didn't expect to just have a kill, but that's why I think it was worth echoing. Not because I didn't expect it, but because once you're fully protected off a Veil, gotta worry. Heck yeah. I think you keep this. I think pre-surveil lands, maybe you don't. But probably still. Like lands against tempo decks. Was hoping that wouldn't happen. How many Thoughtseize do you think they play in their bug tempo deck? 2? Surveil, huh? I'll show you a surveil. Nope. Yeah, relay would be nice. Bummer. Well, this was the risk of keeping this hand. We want to find a cantrip or a relay. Yeah, on the draw, surveil. Basically, I was banking on the top 3 to be action. Which, yeah, you probably have like a 60-something% chance. Because it's about, what, third of the deck? It's 45. It's like 60%. And action. Let's put green in their head. They might see right through it and just counter this. Ooh. How risky do we want to get with all this? It's gonna hurt if we get stifled. We'll say that. Just wanted to get more storm, but maybe I want to shuffle these away. I want something to imprint, but I mean, I do like dark rituals for the relay. I think I'm more interested in shuffling, yeah. I mean, these decks play some amount of stifle a reasonable amount of the time. Really? Sure. I mean, it's annoying. I have to use my pedals. Opponent. Are you okay? Confirmed, not okay. But I already had 3 mana. I don't... Now the real question is, would they have countered my brainstorm if I didn't make green and untap and start paying cost for a spell? Hmm? Annie? Are you okay? They have 3 cards. Command? Witherbloom command. I'll show you. Ha! Got him. You have to pick up a fetch land. Two, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, isn't that great now that we don't have that LED? We can still song, depending. If we draw a blue, red, or green card, it's super easy to do. Otherwise, we still can, but I don't think we're going to have a spell post song. Really depends on this draw. They're down on 1 card. Blue, green, red. Yeah, it still does it. Imprinting that. Gets hit by Daze. I should probably cast the ritual first, right? Oh yeah, there's no... Should probably actually check the lines before I just home in on Song. I get excited about Song though. So kind of the same whether I imprint this or not. I guess I don't have to do it on this one. But let's say I do for mana count's sake. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. There's a Gaia's Will line. Or no, it's a tutor chain. They're at 15. So I guess we're better off casting our Dark Rituals for more Storm. And they're F6 anyways. Beseech, beseech, beseech. They're probably typing. Nope. It's 10 drills, okay? It's Tendrils. Song plays her own surgical. Yeah, you don't have to. Guys, well. Get him with the old tutor chain. That's it, right? Pulled off the positive record. Hey, Jordan, what's up? Welcome to the end. Opponents had good games, make great content, keep up the good work. New to Legacy, I'm a modern player. Good luck with the rest of the league. You too. Where'd my mouse go? Thanks. Okay. So let's talk about the list. If I can find it again. Come on, Moto. There's not really much to talk about, but here we are. Okay, it feels super powerful. It is difficult as always. If I played it a lot more, I think I'd do a lot better with it. There was probably a way we could have played that turn that we killed ourselves with Song better when we had to approach there. But I don't know. It was tricky. The only way that we could Song was by using Gaea as well. And then Song to approach gets a lot trickier because you can't bail yourself out with Echo. So I don't know. I'd have to look back at it and see. I'm sure we went wrong somewhere. But I do like the fact that we can beat stuff like Leyline of Sanctity, the One Ring, Veil, that new white card that's coming out. So it'll be nice to be prepared for that. The Thoughtseize always feels nice. I wonder if there are times where it's appropriate to bring in Empty the Warrens. It's tough because you're running Song. Do you run them alongside each other? Do you replace it? I feel like sometimes Empty is just very good in the main. But not in the main. I mean, post board bringing it in. At the same time, this deck is a little more methodical and slow most of the time. And certainly the way that it plays in those matchups that you would typically want empty. And the longer you wait, the worse empty is. So maybe I've just talked myself out of it right now as even an idea. So I'm sure you guys have thought of it and left it out, post board for a reason. But yeah, deck is a lot of fun. I'm happy there's echoes. You can mulligan more aggressively. You can go faster when you need to. That's pretty sweet. Beseech in the sideboard felt great. Deck feels great. So, main deck, you have Song for Beseech, Wish has Empty the Warrens. Yeah, that's how we beat Yard Hate. Otherwise, Wish vs Yard Hate is awkward. That's true. It does neuter your Burning Wish to bring it in. So you'd have to play 2 if you wanted that angle. But yeah, which probably isn't, even more so, isn't worth it. Makes sense. Alrighty, well, I hope everyone had a good time storming off here with me with the Epic Storm. It was great to play the deck. I do, of course, want to thank our sponsors, KMC, Moxfield, and Card Hoarder. Oh, we got to make this official. We got to make this positive record official. Can't forget the last digit there. And hey, sign up for the Epic Storm YouTube. Tons of great perks there. Sign up for the Patreon. You get to see the sideboard guide, of which I was able to easily draw from here. Help support the team. Help support Bryant. You get a ton of perks for yourself. So check it out. And of course, check out my YouTube as well. TonyScapone, one word. My Twitch, same thing. And check out my podcast, Brews of Paradise. You'll find myself, Newton, Punishing Waterfalls, and Killabee on that podcast. Episode 7 is recorded. I have to edit it, so that'll be coming out soon. Otherwise, I'll be on tomorrow on my own Twitch. I'm not sure exactly when. I'm sure I'll make I think there's a 5 o'clock challenge. That's probably going to be the plan. But peace out, everyone. You're welcome. Trav, you're next on the dono deck for my Twitch, but we'll talk soon. All right, keep storming, y'all. See you next time.